Hi guys, thanks for joining me. I'm really excited about this video today because we're going to be doing an in the hoop salad leaf, and I really love felt food. I always have since I was a child, and so I'm really excited about getting to do this, even though I don't have anybody to share it with. No little kids in my family really care about felt food like I did, so I'm just going to make it for me. Okay, so I found this salad leaf template at happypillsstudio.blogspot.com. I just typed in to Google felt leaf template free, and this is what came up. Okay, and so she has a whole tutorial on how to do it right here on your sewing machine and by hand. But we're going to do a little twist with it because we're using our sewing or our embroidery machine. And that's going to give us the ability to add all kinds of extra different things. We can add purchase designs and SewWhatPro. You can add lettering and stuff like that because we're going to have to delete this. Okay, so you can just click on it. You can download it, or you can right click on it, choose copy image, open SewArt, go up to edit and choose paste. Okay, it is huge. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to, bring it down to 2 colors. Okay, because we know it's just 2 colors. The whole world knows it's just 2 colors. And then we're going to crop it. And this is so that we can have the design fill up the whole entire thing instead of the background, the whole entire hoop. If we leave the background, it's going to consider the background. And even though it'll be a 4x4 design, your leaf is only going to be like 3 inches or 2 inches. You know what I mean? So you want to crop it so to get rid of all the background as you can. So you can choose OK, or you can just click on that to get back out of it. All right, and then we're going to take our eraser tool. We're going to grab the dropper. We're going to choose the biggest one, and we're going to, and then choose gray. Like when you have the dropper, that kind of went really fast. Choose that gray, and then use your eraser. SewArt isn't really set up to do lettering very well right now, unless you do a lot of intricate work on it. And right now we're just trying to speed through. Okay, so with that, we're good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to zoom in. We're going to grab this black. We're going to take the fill region. We're going to choose the water dropper tool. We're going to choose the black, and we're going to fill in the background with all black. Okay, that's going to smooth everything out. And we don't have a line anymore, but that's okay because we don't really need it for SewArt. Okay, so I made the background white so that whenever I save it, it's not trying to consider two colors. It's trying to only think of just this as a PNG. I want to save it, but I don't want to save it with a background. If that makes any sense. Okay, so once we're done with this, we're going to click out. And we're going to go ahead and resize our image now. Okay, so mine, the tallest it can be is 3.9. I'm going to click OK, and then I'm going to zoom back out. So that is pretty good. If we had resized it whenever it was still just a line, we would have lost a lot of the line and we would have had to redraw the line and it would have been a mess. So all is well now. We're going to go up here to stitch image. We're going to choose the outline border. That's going to do around the edges. Okay. If we choose outline center line, it's going to try to make a line in the middle, which we don't want. Actually, that would be kind of cool in the middle of lettuce, but we're going to do outline border, and we're going to have a height of 2 and a length of 35. Okay, those are my favorite bean stitch settings for the biggest stuff in my hoop and felt. Okay, And also, it doesn't always meet up with the beginning stitch on a bean stitch. Sometimes there's a little bit of a gap. That can be helped by starting on a flat surface instead of on a curve or a pointy surface. Okay, so start on a flat surface where it has a chance to meet up with itself. All right, so this is done. We're just going to click File, Save As, and I'm going to save it on my desktop in my temporary file for my lettuce, and I'm going to save a PNG. Okay, and you don't have to save an image if you don't want to. Okay, so this is going to be leaf template. Okay, I'm going to choose save, and I've been playing with it, so there's already a file like this in here, but I'm going to go ahead and keep this as leaf template, and I'm going to add bean stitch to it because I think in the future I want to try it with the blanket stitch like she does in the tutorial around the edges. It looks super adorable. Okay, so let's click save, and it's done. So now all we have to do is go into our folder, okay, on our desktop. Well, on my desktop, yours wherever you are storing your files. Okay, and I'm going to go to leaf template, bean stitch. Okay, I'm going to grab that and I'm going to drag it to the removable disc in this left-hand column. Okay, that's going to put it on my machine. Okay, it should be the only thing on my machine, and it is, and it's showing on my machine. So I'm going to switch over to my phone and we'll sew it out together. See you guys in a minute. Bye-bye. Okay. Hi, we're back. So we're going to take this piece of felt. It's left over from my succulents last night. If you haven't seen that video, you should check it out. They turned out so adorable. Some things that I would change about the design that I will change in the future, but I wish that, you know, the video wouldn't have shown my mess ups, but I'm kind of glad when it does because you guys can see that, you know, mess ups happen. Things don't always turn out like we think. So, okay, so we're going to have our front piece and we're going to take our back piece. I'm out of Scotch tape for some reason, so I have this double-sided sticky tape. We really just need it to stay on long enough for it to tack it down. So I'm going to grab 2 pieces of this, and at the top, tippy tops of my hoop, I'm going to rub it in really good. And I'm using the black garden fabric for stabilizer on stuff that I just play with, or on really dark fabrics that I know aren't going to be ironed. But this will not take heat, so do not use it on anything that you're going to put an iron to, okay? So it doesn't look like it's going to stick very well for me, but we're going to try it. Like I said, we only need a minute. We only need it to stay there for a little bit, okay? So let's flip it over, load up our machine, and then we're going to float this top piece. And I still have to put my thread in, so hold on 1 minute, I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to rethread my machine. It was having trouble with the last spool that I used. It was almost to the end and it just was not taking. It just kept pulling it out. So we're going to start over. I loaded the design and started it all over. So I'm just going to press start now. Well, that's interesting. I thought I had a bean stitch in there. I'm going to go over it one more time. Okay, that's all there is to it, guys. And I know this might have been a totally pointless video realistically because it's really easy to figure out, but I really needed to use up this last piece of felt, and I thought maybe there's somebody out there who likes felt food just as much as me. Okay, so just pop it out and cut around the edges. If you use a, what do you call it? A tearaway stabilizer, like the papery kind of tearaway stabilizer, that will give it more, it will give it more of a papery feel, but it will be thicker, more sturdier, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. And you can also, to make them thicker, you can put a little piece of like cardstock in the middle. Since these shouldn't be getting wet, you shouldn't have much to worry about. Okay. And there it is. Cute little salad leaf. Oh my gosh, I'm trying so hard to get the lighting in here. I took the curtains off the wall because they said that you should do it in a bright room, and that doesn't seem to help either. So there's the true color. That's what it really looks like in real life. Super cute. Okay. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks. Bye.